Doc. This is your friend in high places. It's been a while. I haven't spoken to you since Operation Doomsday. I know I never thanked you for saving my ass back then, and I'm not going to. It's against agency policy. And now down to business. I can't tell you much as long as you're still just a civilian. But I can tell you this. It's hot as hell outside. And gas prices are through the roof. We can't change the weather, but maybe we could do something about the price at the pump. You think you know what's behind it? Well, the correct answer is no, you don't. Forget everything you've heard in the news, and forget all the brain-dead conspiracy theorists on Life Invader. Now, you want to know the truth? Well, we're gonna need to bring you in. We're prepared to swear you in as a special field operative. You'll be one of us, working under our umbrella. Only you'll be significantly better paid. Sound good? Then report for duty at IAA headquarters.
Hey everyone, Speed Freak here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. The GTA Online Criminal Enterprises update is now live. As you can see, we just got a call from Agent ULP from GTA 4 as well as the Doomsday Heist, inviting us to take part in some contact missions, investigating the gas prices and stuff, as well as we just heard on the Weasel newsletters and all that crap. But basically, this video isn't going to be about all that. This is just me going over some of the new features and stuff, showing you some of the changes, not all, and giving my 2 cents on them. So if you enjoy, if you find this informative or just enjoy it, please by all means be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want. If you're not subscribed but if you're not subscribed but you enjoyed yourself, thanks. I just want to say thanks for being entertained, and thanks for visiting as well. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at Tasmania94. Feel free to shoot me a message there or in the comment section below. And with that being said, let's get started. Okay, first things first, we got some new cars. Let me go over here and check on the website. I was on YouTube earlier today, so surfing the web, and right here is also the new filters you can use by using the buttons, more like the bumper buttons. I'm on PS4, so some of these cars are exclusive to GTA 5 on PS5 and Xbox One. The Lampadati Corsita is one of them. Yes, while this update is multi-platform, the major difference between this one, the one I'm playing on PS4, and the one on Xbox XS/PS5 is, for those of you that have GTA Plus, which probably a lot of you don't, this car is actually free. If not, this is how much it's going to cost. As well as we got arguably one of my favorite cars, the new Torero from the images if you were watching the trailer. We've got the new Obey Honest EGT, which is a car I'm going to skip because honestly I'm not a real big fan of, not gonna lie, I'm not a real big fan of electric cars. The Benefactor LM87, another car that I'm definitely gonna pick up. So these 4 I'm gonna definitely pick up. Not these 3, I'm definitely gonna pick up later. The Torero probably gonna be one of the first. And if we go to Elitist Travel, we have a brand new helicopter, the Conada. Don't know how this is gonna work, but we have a trade price and a buy it now price. So we gotta do the contact missions, which is definitely what I'm gonna do later. In separate videos. And we have one more, the Bravado Greenwood. The Greenwood name being a pretty, not necessarily original, but it's an older car. Right? It's an older car. I'm definitely going to be picking this one up later, but I'm going to try to do the contact missions to get the trade price before I even think about buying it. It's just my personal preference. But anyway, that's going to do it for all the cars and whatnot. Oh yeah. For a limited time, but bikers get fun. This is a bonus for the bikers. Oh yeah. One thing you may also notice, we can also sell our stuff in invite only crew and friend sessions. So now we don't have to get griefed, go to Public and possibly get griefed. So I might end up showcasing what I do as I grind, maybe not, I don't know. But whatever. Let's go to another location so I can show you something else. Now that I've pretty much talked about almost everything, but I'm gonna show you another piece of what's going on here. Alright, okay, Agent 14 just texted me. We got another I think this is about for the yeah, this is the bonuses for the bunker. How's business? You sweating yet? If not, check the price of gas and you will be. I just got the tap on the shoulder to make sure our friends in the private sector are doing okay. Head over to the bunker when you have time. I've got some proposals worked up for you. Okay. I'll do that. But first things first, show you one of the changes. Okay, so Prison Break. Okay, so all available heists now have a permanent setup cost of around $25,000, and this is for the OG heist. And I also believe the Doomsday heist. When the OG heist came about, the Felicia Jobs setup cost is more or less the same, but the Pacific Standard Jobs, the last one, was about 4 times as much, costing $100,000 to set up. Also, in terms of heist bonuses, the OG heist, the Felicia Job, Prison Break, Humane Labs, and Series A funding, they all get a 75% bonus in terms of the finale, while the Pacific Standard finale and all 3 acts of the Doomsday heist, if you hadn't played them, they all get a 50% bonus increase. And also all heists now have a 48-minute or 1 in-game day cooldown timer. So after you complete that heist, you have to wait a total of 48 minutes in order for you to do it again. Speaking of heist cooldowns, the moneymaker, the #1 best, the Cayo Perico heist, the best heist in the game, now has a balance. Has been rebalanced and or nerfed depending on how you look at it. If you do it solo, you have to wait 2.5 hours or 3 in-game days in order for you to play it again. During that time period, the primary target, the chances of getting a high value primary target will go down, but the value of the secondary targets that you find on the island will also go up. And if you do it on co-op, you have to wait 48 hours just like the other ones. Honestly, if you ask me, what I said in my Cayo Perico full playthrough that came out yesterday, if you hadn't, please check it out. I think it's a good watch. Basically, what I've said in that thing, I'm going to echo right here and make it short and sweet. It needed to happen because the Cayo Perico heists were borderline kind of overpowered, considering that you could just spam it back to back with a 10-minute cooldown. So it gives you incentive to try other things to do it. So I'm welcome for it, despite since I'm a solo player. This coming from a solo player that plays this game solo from time to time, the majority of the time. So I'm welcome for it. Although I will admit, I think the solo cooldown of 2.5 hours is a bit much, if you ask me. But anyway, that's enough out of this one. Let me go to another spot and I'll show you another thing that I believe could also be of interest to you. Hey, extra tip number 4. For what I've read on the internet and stuff, the Zentorno and the Turismo R, as well as a few other OG cars from past DLCs as well as day one, they all have new customization features. Some of them may be eligible for HSW on next-gen systems, while others may have new liveries. This has happened before with summer with the last summer update with the Ruiner, the OG Banshee, and a number of other cars. If this happens to exist on PS4 and Xbox One and stuff, if it happens to be on my system, I'll be sure to show off the customization items of these previous cars, or at least the ones that I own, before I start doing customization videos on the new one. I'll check these out off screen, so when I'm not recording. So if they happen to exist, I'll do customization videos. If not, then I'll just do customization videos on the new cars. But long story short, some old cars have some new life being breathed into them. Words. So yeah, there's that. Another thing, you can now better equip snacks and armor through the weapon wheel instead of having to go through the interaction menu. Simply press the left bumper and we'll just press the responding buttons if you need to. Enough said. Another feature that came out as part of the Criminal Enterprise update, all non-tuner cars, aka normal cars like my Ignis here, can now be fitted with low grip tires. Previously, when Los Santos tuners came out last year, this was only exclusive to the tuners. But now with the Criminal Enterprise update, basically every civilian car that you own can now be fitted with low grip tires. So now you can practically sort of make the Drift Tampa and the Drift Yosemite actually be able to drift. So there's that. Speaking of cars, the auto shop, as part of the Los Santos Tuners update, if you have any staff hired, they will also now have a better chance of delivering your car successfully without getting damaged. Previously, I would always deliver it myself, because after watching YouTubers their staff, let their staff take care of it, their staff would pretty much 9 times out of 10 always just drive the car, but always end up getting it damaged. So now the staff will have a better chance of getting it there successfully without damaging it. Still, if you ask me, I prefer to deliver the car myself. Another change to this made to the GTA Online update, for those that own an agency here, being shown here, you can now enter, I believe, either the garage or the helipad without having to go through the front if you're doing security contracts. And also, while I'm still here, go to my weapons stash right quick.
What you carrying lately?
Go to my weapons
So
stash,
what you looking for?
and we have 2 new weapons. We have the precision rifle that's currently here, and I believe there's another one. I'm gonna hold off on buying this one right now because I was on YouTube earlier, and for some reason there appears to be a glitch to where you buy this, and for some reason when you fire it at NPCs, it doesn't do damage. I could be wrong on the glitch, but then again, I could be wrong about everything that I'm saying. So I suggest you take everything what I'm saying about this with a bit of grain of salt. So what else? There are 2 other weapons. What other one? No, I believe that's it. Also, there's supposed to be like another parachute collectible.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's supposed to be a parachute collectible coming later, along with some more drip fed cars. We have 6 vehicles, and from what I've read, they are a total of 18. So we have about 12 weeks worth of drip feed to go after. I've taken a look at some of these cars, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited for a number of them. I'm not gonna spoil them, so you'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, but I do know that we're gonna get 2 new tuner cars out of this. Speaking of tuner cars, they have all, from what I've also heard from GTA forums as well as other sources, they've also been updated to where they have, I think they're handling flags that were previously put on them after a certain update. I believe it was Cayo Perico, not Cayo Perico, the contract update. I believe those handling flags have since been removed. I also believe that other cars that had handling flags have had their handling flags either removed or modified. I don't know which ones, but I do know that the tuners cars are now could possibly be back to where they were when they were first originally released. Well, that's enough for this part. After this next part, I'm gonna stop right here. Other than that, we have new clothes, which I'll show off probably later, but you already knew that. So I'm gonna stop off in my bunker and see what Agent 14 has for us. Alright, right over here in Rockford Hills, right across from Record A Studios, is Luxury Autos, a brand new dealership that's supposed to be coming soon. From what I've also read, we'll also be able to test drive cars before we buy them. So if I had to harbor a guess, and this is just me guessing, this is probably going to be the test drive feature from the LS Car Meet. However, instead of being confined to the test track, we may or may not be able to take this thing out on the road here and see what it can actually do before we buy. If that is the case, then I'm going to test drive those cars before I buy and do customizations on them. Much like kind of how I did with a number of them in the Los Santos Tuners update last year. Just giving you guys a heads up. Now let's go to my bunker and see what Agent 14 has to offer. Okie dokie. Alright, just signing in as a CEO just in case. Now let's see what Agent 14's got for us. Huh. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Hey there, is this a good time? Great. I've been checking in with all our private sector assets. The price of gas has people kinda jittery. But don't worry, as usual, we're here to make sure the right people have all the advantages they need. I've bagged you a contract with Ammu-Nation for any surplus weapons parts your lab rats end up making. They have instructions to load up a truck whenever they have enough to sell. All you have to do is make the delivery. And if you're looking to stimulate the research side of things down there, just give me a call. I have a few things lined up.
Huh, okay. Apparently now we can do ammunition deliveries. And we can also fast track research, but by giving him a call. I also hear that there's a boost for something, cause I got 200,000 worth of stock. That's a bit too much for a solo sell like me. The highest you can sell as a solo player, from what I remember, is 175,000. I normally sell just under that at 140. Okay. So let me check something. Yeah, so you could fast track your research, but I've already done it. So I would say do the research only if you're a new player. So if you've already done it, this is practically, the fast track part is practically worth it. Maybe not worth it, but it's still something to check out. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'll do. Okay, I think that's it as far as all the interesting stuff. There's one more interesting stuff called like the Oppressor Mark II being nerfed with its missiles accuracy being with its missiles not being as accurate as they once was, as well as countermeasures having less uses, and as well as other stuff such as clothing. But that's pretty much gonna be it in terms of all the changes and stuff. For the Criminal Enterprise update. At least the ones I think that are considered pretty important and or interesting. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new. Feel free to shoot me a comment up on Twitter or in the comment section below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, stay safe. I think my next video is gonna be the new Pegassi supercar. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Y'all take care. Peace.